Hi, my name is Paul Kacheroff. With a degree in business and a passion for real estate, I find myself in a lot of strange situations. With the Landmaster.com, we've been selling land in East Texas for quite a long time. This year, we have possibly the best property that we've ever owned. Right now, we're standing on Highway 146 on a beautiful 2.39 acre parcel. You're gonna love this property. It's very unique. There are no restrictions. You can run a business off this property. And one of the greatest characteristics of this property, 3 roads. This property is surrounded by 3 roads. You can hear the traffic. If you want to run a business, this is the place to do it. There are no restrictions on this property. It is located approximately 8 or 9 miles south of downtown. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna walk this tract of land. Right now I'm standing on Highway 146. There's my for sale sign. If you look closely, you can see right through the trees. I don't know if this property was cleared one time, but I have to tell you, I can walk straight to this property and we're gonna do that together. But right now, we're gonna drive around the block and show you all sides of this property. Okay, we're on Highway 146. Right there's my corner marker. And what we're gonna do is we're going to take you on a drive around the block so you can see how awesome this property is. The back of the property, the road that borders it, is a county maintained dirt road. Okay, we are making a right on Sam Randolph, which runs behind the property. All the houses in this property are beautiful. There's not a bad property, no trash, nothing. Coming up is my corner stake. Here we are. Okay. There we are. Hi, it's me again. Right now we are standing on Sunny Drive. Sunny Drive is the adjacent street. It's the street we drove in on. You can see once again there's Highway 146. What's really special about this property, or actually for people that want to see this property, is that it's very rare that a property of the exact same size is completely cleared. It's right next door, and I'm going to show it to you. You can look at this gentleman's property, and you can see exactly what this property is going to look like. And I have to tell you, it's absolutely huge. I can't tell you enough great things about what you can do, whatever you want with the property. It's up to you. You can put an entrance to the property on this street, and you could do a corner like this, and you can end up at the back. You can enter from 146. You can put a lake or a pond on this property if you want to put cattle or farm animals. And of course, there's a lot of people that call us that are interested in commercial development. I have to tell you, just 8-9 miles from downtown, with the type of traffic you have in front, if you want to put a convenience store, any type of store right in front here, you have the entire subdivision behind you that would love to buy, whether it's beer, wine, supplies, anything that you can put here. It could be a potential gold mine. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to start over at the corner. What I want to do is I want everybody to see this side of the property, and I'm going to show you the neighbor's property. That's a lot of land. Wow. Okay. I don't want to walk onto his property. That wouldn't be very professional. But let's put this into perspective here. There's Highway 146. Starting from right here, I own all of this ground. It's approximately, I believe, 420 feet. I have the plat on my webpage, and I'll supply you with the plat if you need it. But this gentleman here is completely cleared. This is new development. He has a brand new house there. By the way, he has got a very expensive RV. It looks like about $80,000 RV. So a lot of the time these people use these places as seasonal places to reside. But he bought this big massive property. You might have twice as much. But if you look at the depth, that's just amazing. That's a lot of land. By the way, if he knows of a good clearing guy, a lot of times they'll come out and give you a discount for a referral type deal. But if you look over there, there's the traffic. And there is my 2.39 acre parcel. I believe it's tracked 312 or it's 316. Gotta check my plat. Anyway, we're gonna walk down and we're going to see inside my parcel a little better for everybody. Wow, it's a big piece of ground. I can only imagine what mine would look like cleared. I want everybody to know we're selling this property for cash. Yes, it's not one of my cheaper properties, but look, we'll create a deed. We'll perform the transaction, bring your cash, and see the property. If you want a title company, you're gonna have to add 25%. I don't need one. My property's good, my title's good, and I prefer to do cash transactions. Keep in mind, I like the good old Texas way of doing things. And I've been selling land, I'm going on 15 years, and I've sold land in Texas, I've sold land in Tennessee, I've sold land in Florida. I've lost count of how many individual lot numbers. I cleaned out Beaumont a few years back. So I've done about 3,500 lot numbers. But keep in mind, I sold a lot of bulk quantity lot sales to people. Some of my investors bought 80, 90, 100 lots off me. So the numbers look better than it actually is. Here's the sign on the adjacent road. Okay, so I want everybody to get a visual of that. No matter how you enter, you will find my sign. Now let's see if we can get in here a little more. You know, when I first started shooting videos, I never wanted to spend too long in the videos. I thought people got bored. But I had somebody tell me once, Paul, when you're spending your money and the difference is driving 80 miles to see a property, it's well worth it. You know, I can't blame them. You know, we want to sell this property for about $30,000. I just can't get a property on Federal Highway. I can't get a property that's non-restricted, not Federal Highway, Highway 146. I apologize. But I can't get a property, a commercial residential property in this location with this size. It's huge. And here I am walking through the actual property for you. By the way, it's been raining all week. So it looks to me that it's very high and dry. You know, I'm in the center of the property for the first time and I just can't believe this looks like, I don't want to say it was cleared at one time, but I mean, look at this, is amazing. You know, I could probably grab a chainsaw and I could enter right there. And I could do this property by hand and get a travel trailer on. I know that I could clear from there to right about there, a path in about an hour, because there's a lot of space between those trees. And then I could bring the travel trailer right here, RV or whatever you wanted to do. And of course, put a septic anywhere. And the crazy part is a lot of this, most of the property is easily walkable, and we are going to walk right through this property. Maybe I'll get you to Highway 146. That way you have proof that you can walk to this property. Isn't it nice when you go and look at property and you can walk it? Look, if you looked at my last parcel that I sold, you are not getting within 5 feet of that property without a machete. But this property, I'm all over the center of it right now. Yeah, it's a little thick in there, but right here, you see this tree here, it looks rotted. Maybe the loggers came through here like 10 years ago and trimmed this property down. Nice shade. Trees, real important, real important. Trees are real important. That's one of the big questions everybody asks me. Look at these trees going up. There are lots of tall trees. And trees are important to everybody that buys land. And when you buy land that's not cleared, you can't really tell. Let's just look at this tree, for example. This is gorgeous. You'd be a fool to cut this tree. Okay. Very cool. That is a monster. If you look at, I always try to look at the treetops naturally. You can see how beautifully tall the trees are. This one right in front of me, it looks like to be a massive oak, and that's called shade. You're always lucky when you get more oak and less pine. Pine does not shade your property, and that's what a lot of people don't understand at first that have never bought land. They see a lot of trees, but pine doesn't really offer any shade. And look at the shade, just looking up. As a matter of fact, if you think about it, if I'm walking on this property without clearing it, and I could clear this with a chainsaw, just look at the amount of shade. I wouldn't touch a thing here. If I was gonna have a little weekend place, I gotta tell you, this is just too perfect. This is absolutely beautiful. Look at this. Wow. You know what, I stand corrected. You know, when I first shot the video, I said 2 or 3 days. No, not in a million years. One day with a backhoe, or not a backhoe. Sorry, I'm hot and sweaty. Mosquitoes are all over me right now. One day with a dozer. That's if you really wanted to go all the way. But I'm going to tell you out there, there's no need to even clear this property if you want to use it simply for a travel trailer. I'm walking on it. Look at this. Just so clear and clean. And you know what's great? If you can walk like I'm walking, as a matter of fact, I'm going to impress everybody. It's so clean, I'm going to run from the mosquitoes. Ah, the mosquitoes are kicking my butt. I'm sorry, guys. But hey, I can run through a property. What does that tell you? I can run through a property. Pretty awesome. Okay, here we are at Highway 146. And I'm going to come all the way through for you. So you can see where I'm going to end up. This is very cool. Raspberry bushes everywhere. We supply an unlimited amount of rattlesnakes for you. That's really why I don't like to walk properties. I hate snakes. I have no respect for people that actually keep snakes as pets. That's just me. Lots of raspberries on here. There's my sign. And this is where I took the original video of the property. Now look, I'm coming out. This is the front of your new property. 2.39 acres. You have beautiful exposure. If you want to run a business or whatever you want to do, you don't have to access from here. Everybody has different tastes. I would never access from the highway, but of course I would never run a business from the highway. Wow. Very neat. Very neat. There's my sign on Highway 146. There's a drain, see there's pipes. There's a drain that the county's got there, so water properly funnels down there, which is really nice. That's probably why the ground is so dry. It's because that great county drain they've got there. Okay, this is Sunny Drive. And here's a look of the property standing on the other corner. Now, we've just walked through the entire property. I started around back, I came around, came down this street, I showed you the adjacent neighbor, how big this property is, and then about halfway I cut through and I popped out right about there and I came here. This is the walk that you're going to take if you're a smart shopper and you're coming up to buy land. I just saved you about 30 to 45 minutes in not really knowing what you're going to buy. Most people that I talk to hate long distance searching because they always complain to me that they never know what they're going to buy. I get that complaint a lot. I had one gentleman call me up and he complained that the pictures on the advertisement were beautiful, and when he got there, the neighbors were trashed. He drove a few hours to get there. He was so upset. And I said, go see my property. I don't sugarcoat it. I supply videos. I don't hide anything. You know long before what you're going to buy. My videos are so comprehensive. And by the way, one reason why I do that, because if you want to do a same-day transaction, bring your cash up. Bring it. I can get the paperwork done in about 1 hour. My property is free and clear. I do this for a living. I'm the best in the area. I do the best land sales in the area. So if you wanted to do a same-day transaction, you already know what you could potentially buy. Get your money together. Come up. I'm happy to come out here and meet you. And come up in the morning, though. Most of my same-day transactions they're pretty good, and they usually come up by noon. Because, you know, the courthouse closes around 4 or 5, and it gives us a little time to relax and go over things. But anyway, this is somewhat of a long video, but I thought it was really important. I thought it was important for everybody. Just amazing how I keep walking back into the property because I just feel like the way it's cleared, I can enter it from anywhere. Wow. Well, guys, this is Paul Katcheroff, aka the Landmaster. If you've seen my webpage, this is the first property we've had on in a few months. We sold out quickly. I sold out everything January, February, March. It go very quickly. And this is our very latest pickup. I cannot sell this property until June 7th. To make sure it's legal, make sure everything is clear, and nobody can come back to get the property. We do all our sales very tightly. We're very methodic. Everybody leaves with a full warranty deed, and they start building tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna go now. If you have any questions, please call me at area code 936-933-0989. Thank you and take care.